I woke up early that cold January morning. January the 6th happened because of this voice you're listening to. First in the nation to stir that flame was me, Professor Toto. I was there. I stood that day with hundreds of thousands of Americans who had gathered peaceably. All morning long, we stood together, singing patriotic songs, waving flags, listening to our president peaceably. I stood next to families with children, marching along peaceably. We were addressing our government about legitimate grievances. We were not there to overthrow a democracy or a republic. We were not there to storm anything. We were there because the process of law in an election had been violated. Rules for vote counting had been changed by governors, secretaries of state, not by the legislature as the Constitution required. Mail-in ballots were altered. Signature verification standards were abandoned. And we had every right to peaceably assemble and petition our government. That is exactly what the First Amendment protects. And that's exactly what we did. But here's what the media will never tell you. The vast majority of us never stepped foot on the Capitol ground. The overwhelming majority of us never got anywhere near the Capitol. We assembled. We listened to speeches. We stood in the cold. We exercised our constitutional right to peacefully assemble. And then a very, very small minority decided to do something else. They decided to attack the Capitol. They decided to fight with the police. They decided to cross the line from peaceful assembly into something else entirely. And what happened to them? Grave consequences. But do you know what did not happen to hundreds of thousands? There were no consequences.